Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have done a quick get ready with me video where I've just done this sort of look to match my dress. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. So I've literally just curled and pinned my hair because I'm going to keep my hair nice and curly. And firstly, I'm going to just moisturize my lips. I'm just taking some Carmax for this. So as most of my videos go, I'm gonna just start off with my eyes, and I'm priming them first with the Urban Decay Original Primer Potion. And then just neutralizing my eyelids with the MAC Paintpot in the shade Layin Low. And I'm using my Morphe E8 brush for this. And then just going to set that with the Velvetizer by Urban Decay. And I'm just using my Zoeva Luxe Face Focus brush. So firstly, working on my crease, I'm taking Note to Self, which is an eyeshadow by Colourpop Cosmetics. And I'm just literally using a large fluffy brush and just applying that into the crease. And then I'm taking Creme Brulee by Geek, and I'm literally just dabbing the brush in once like that and just working it slightly higher up the crease. And this is just slightly lighter shade to Note to Self, so it just kind of adds a nice gradient sort of effect. This brush, by the way, is the Sigma E25. Then for my brows, I'm just taking the MAC pigment in the shade Vanilla. So then I'm going to work from the outer corner in, and I'm taking this brown shade here, which is the darkest brown shade in the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place. And I'm taking my MAC 221 brush and just applying it to the outer corners. I'm going to start off little by little and just build up the colour as well. So I have the darker brown colour there. It's like a brown black colour. It's not as dark as I wanted it, but I want to do my inner 2/3 first and then go back and build on top. And firstly, I'm just going to put some MAC Paintpot, the Pro Longwear one in Vintage Selection, and I'm just using a flat synthetic brush, like a concealer brush, and just applying that to the inner 2/3. And this will act like a sort of sticky base for the next eyeshadow that I'm going to put on top. So the shadow that I've chosen for the inner 2/3 is I Heart This by Colourpop Cosmetics, and I really like it. It's got a nice glittery sort of look, which is perfect for the party season. I'm going to try it with the same concealer brush, but I know it works better with just the fingers, but I will try with the brush alone first because I want to get it right into the inner corners as well. I love it, it's so good. These Supershock shadows by Colourpop are amazing. They go on so smoothly. Most, if not all of them, go on better with fingers than the brush alone, but I guess with these ones, if you are using a brush, try and use a flat synthetic one. The matte ones are fine using like the fluffier brushes, but these ones I've found just through experience go on better with a flat, more dense brush. And now I'm just going back in to the outer corners and just rebuilding that colour up again and kind of blending that line between the two. I'm just gonna smooth out the kind of rough edge of that, and I'm taking Coral by MAC, and I'm using my MAC E22 brush because it's got a slight point to the end of the brush, so it really helps just to get right in there a little bit better than a more fluffier brush. Moving on to eyeliner, I'm taking the Master Ink in black by Maybelline, and the reason why I'm going for this is because I want to do a little flick. So I'm going to concentrate this product with where the flick is, going all the way in, but then I'm going to be going over the top of that with my Inglot black gel liner because I absolutely love that one. Okay, so I'm going to move on to my face now, and I'm just going to prime and prep it with the Makeup Forever Radiance Primer. For my foundation, I'm taking my Dior Forever foundation, and this is in the shade number 40. So I'm just going to dot it around my face first. Then use my Tarte blending sponge, just to blend all that out. For cream contour, I'm taking the Becca Lowlight Sculpting Perfector and just using my Real Techniques brush and just lightly applying it to the areas that I like to contour. So when I'm doing foundation myself, I rarely cream contour my nose. I do it, but not all the time. I prefer powdering it because I feel it's a little bit softer that way, so it's not too harsh, especially because my nose is quite long, so I don't want it to just look super contoured. For under my eyes, I'm taking the Orange Colour Corrector by Nip+Fab and just applying a little bit down there. And just lightly kind of blending it in there. For highlighting and concealing, I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Medium and just literally doing 3 dots like that, a couple of dots down there, like so. And then using the same Tarte sponge just to blend all that in. This Tarte Shape Tape, guys, if you haven't used it before, I would highly recommend it if you are looking for a nice, highly pigmented concealer. If you're looking for something that's more natural, then maybe if you just do a dot, it might be fine. But if you're looking for something that's super pigmented, this is really, really good. I do find that when I've used it on clients that have drier under eye area, it does tend to go a little bit patchy. So maybe not if you've got dry skin down there, but otherwise it works amazingly well. And I'm just setting all that area that I kind of concealed and highlighted using the Velvetizer by Urban Decay. It does tend to leave like a white powdery thing because it's very, very fine, but you can easily dust that off after. I'm just kind of like semi sort of baking the area, and I'm going to leave that until after I've finished off under my eyes. For bronzing my face, I'm taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. And I love this bronzer so much. I mainly use it for my brides. I just love it. It smells so nice, and when I'm using it at that time of the morning when doing up my brides and you smell that and you think, oh god, it's the wrong time to be craving chocolate. Really, it's so good. If you guys haven't smelt it, definitely go and give it a try. It's really good. For contouring, I'm taking my Shade and Light Perfector, I think it's called, by Becca, and just using that. I'm just taking a mixture of the two. So this is a bronzer and a contour, so you can use two individually. but I just mix the two together for my contour. So before I take off the baked areas and before I complete the rest of my face, I am going to work on under my eyes, and that will leave the baked areas to work a little bit longer. And I'm literally just taking a brown eye pencil. This is by Me. I'm just running that just on my lower lash line. I'm being quite sort of messy with it because I will be just blending it out. Obviously you don't want to be over messy, but you don't have to be super neat either. I am focusing the colour more on the outer, like it goes thicker on the outer corner and then thinner as it comes in the middle. And then just tight lining my eyes with the Perversion eye pencil by Urban Decay. Then just to kind of smooth that rough edge, I'm taking Coral again by MAC and using my Morphe E22 brush and literally just rubbing it underneath the brown pencil. I tend to look up when I do this because this way my eyelashes get in the way if I'm looking down. So if I look up, it kind of stays away and is easier to blend. For me, that is. Obviously you guys do whichever works better for you. Okay, so I'm gonna take this kind of baked area away and finish off with the rest of my face before I do my mascara. I'm not actually going to wear false lashes today, but I am going to go quite heavy with my mascara. But the mascara that I'm going to use is the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, and I absolutely love it. On days where I don't want to wear false lashes, I wear that mascara and it does a fabulous job. You'll see in a minute. For my blush, I'm taking the Blush Bazaar by Tarte and I'm using this shade here, which, if I bring closer, this one here, and it's called Skillful. And I'm just using my Morphe E4 brush for this. One thing I do find is that every time I use the velvetizer by Urban Decay, either mixed into my foundation or just to kind of set my foundation with, the rest of the makeup goes on flawlessly. It goes on really, really nicely. And for highlight, I'm taking the shade down here. If I bring it closer so you guys can see, it's this one here, and that one is called Worthy. And I'm using my Morphe M509 brush for this. So a few more steps to go. Moving on to my brows, it has to be the Goof Proof Eyebrow Pencil by Benefit. And you guys, I've used it so many times, you know what I'm going to say. So yeah, I love it. Oh, I forgot to mention, in my makeup empties of 2017, I asked if you guys knew of any eyebrow pencils that can be used that's not just plain brown, but it's like a brown black colour, because I found it so hard to find a brow pencil that is this shade or as close to this shade as possible, because a lot of them that are cheaper or more reasonably priced I found to be too brown for my brows, and I just couldn't find anything. And I actually have found something, and it's literally the brow pencil from Primark. I was in search, I went in there to get more of my lip pencils because I just love their lip pencils, and I was looking into their brow products and I saw like a really, really dark sort of colour. I thought, let me just test it out, and so I bought it because it's only £1. Got it, and it's a very, very close match, and it's only £1, whereas this is about £13 or something like that. So yeah, it was a good buy, I must say. Okay, so I'm moving on to my lashes now, and I'm using my Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. I'm going to do one eye first. so you guys can see the actual difference. I love it, but I'll do it on camera now so you guys can see. Like, I'm going to do, I think, 2 or 3 coats, but just one coat. The camera doesn't pick it up as well as it actually looks in person, but it just lifts the lashes. It adds a really nice coat to it. I absolutely love it. Let me just do a few more and I'll get back to you. Okay guys, so this is just one more coat. So this is 2 coats of the mascara on this eye and just 1 coat on the bottom lashes. This side obviously hasn't got anything, and I just feel it works really well. It looks almost, in person, it looks as if I've got like a natural pair of lashes on, like false lashes on. I love it, guys. If you're looking for a really good mascara that will do that, it works really good for me and it's worked really well for a few of my friends as well, then it's this Better Than Sex mascara. However, it is on the pricey side. I have seen, I think it's by L'Oreal. They do one, Lash Paradise or something like that. It comes in the same sort of packaging, like a pink tube like this. And that is supposed to be really good. I haven't tried it. When I do go into Superjugs or Boots, I will get it, pick it up, because I do want to try it out. And if it is very close to this, then I'd rather get that than spending a lot of money on this. Okay, so I'm just gonna set my face with the Nivea face setting spray. I really like this setting spray. I have mentioned it in, I think, a couple of my other videos. It's really nice. The way it sprays on your face is so much better, I feel, than the Urban Decay All Night setting spray. However, I don't like the smell of it. It doesn't smell very nice. If they could invent this spray in a more fresh kind of smell, it would be perfect. I would definitely bulk buy loads of these. For my lips, I'm taking number 310 by Kiko and just literally lining and filling my lips in. And then I'm taking Soft Lilac by Anastasia Beverly Hills and just applying that on top. So recently I've been liking my lips being a little bit glossy, not too much, but a little bit of movement in them, because a lot of these liquid lipsticks, especially this Anastasia Beverly Hills ones, I know it dries up quite a lot, and because it's getting colder, my lips do get very dry, and using a mattifying or like a liquid lipstick on top, it does get quite drying. So I'm just going to go on top with this Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie lip gloss. It's got a little bit of shimmer in there, and this is in the shade called Icon, and I am just going to apply it with a lip brush because I don't want to use the same applicator because it's going to mix the colours in here. So just got a bit on here and literally just taking a tiny bit. Yeah, that feels so much more comfortable. I really like these little mini gloss because they have like sort of like a filling type effect, so it tingles quite a bit on the lips, but it feels so refreshing and it smells like minty. It's really nice. So yeah, I just prefer it because there's a bit more movement with my lips and stuff as well, and it doesn't crack in all those areas, nowhere near as much as if I didn't wear it. So I'm gonna literally undo my hair, put my dress on and jewellery and everything, and I'll be right back. So I'm back, guys. Literally just curled my hair. I'm actually running really late, so I better be going, but this is the look that I managed to do. I'm just wearing a black and white dress. It's got this sort of a pattern coming down the middle, and then it's just plain black on the outer ends. Yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Please do thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Hope you all have a really good Christmas and enjoy all your parties.